stupid bad online, Resident Evil Outbreak File 1 and 2 was still super fun online. Like, hella fun. You mean Ashley, the president's daughter that never experienced any of that before? She should have been able to fight? I don't know. I mean, Leon was there to protect her.
Leon,
something happened to her.
perv.
Something happened to her. He definitely would have lost his job, and probably more than just his job. But I don't know. I think they should have just got rid of Ashley entirely. Yeah, I said it. You don't have the flamethrower.
Oh shit.
GG.
Leon, help! Leon, you perv.
Leon, you pervert. Oh, you pervert. You don't have the flamethrower there, son. What are you gonna do? Alright, go. No, go back. Go through there. Go through. No, through there. You gotta get hit, so go around. I say go around. You can't kill her. She's literally impervious to all weapons. So
Knock that bitch down, though.
Can't really do anything about her. But it's like, just get rid of fucking Ashley. Get rid of Ashley, change the story, and matter of fact, not only change the story, but why the fuck are we fighting against Krauser? And a lot of people don't even know who the fuck Krauser is. Like, a lot of people don't even know who he is before Resident Evil 4. Nobody knows who the guy is. You gotta break the flamethrower. There's another flamethrower that you gotta break. It's not there though. You gotta send the box down.
Where the fuck?
I mean, I was just kind of like watching you do whatever the fuck you was doing because I wasn't really paying attention when I told you to go back through there. So, there we go. We need Ashley for the ass. Nah, Ashley doesn't even have ass. That's like the most disappointing part of it all. It's like the only thing that she has for her going for her is her ballistics. That's the only thing. That way. Because, you know, she's coming through that way. And then go through there. Then go through that door. But yeah, like, Ashley is just a character that's kind of like there. And it's like super disappointing that she's just there, you know? But yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't like 4 is because they implemented characters that wasn't really introduced in any of the novel titles. Like, you literally had to go fucking play Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles to even fucking know who Krauser was and his relationship with Leon. It was like, guys. Jacko cross pose needs to be in every game. It's pretty good. It's pretty good cross pose. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. You know, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you know, crouch pulls. This is like, oh god. But fucking alt control delete Ashley. Give us a Resident Evil that isn't Darkside Chronicles that we didn't have to fucking get on the Wii, and then later on the PS3, like completely missable titles, like super fucking over the top missable titles, like Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles, because Umbrella Chronicles also has something that's pretty important to like the Resident Evil franchise, and I have no fucking clue as to why none of this shit is in an actual Resident Evil game that isn't like a spin-off railgun that was tossed out there to just like toss it out there. So I don't know. Maybe it's this one. Maybe I'm just tired of this shit. So I don't know. Maybe I'm tired of Capcom trying this railgun shit for Resident Evil in the first place. But they tried it multiple times now, and it has never worked. And it's like, why do you guys keep trying it? Who's more overrated, Chris's Amnesia or Wesker? Chris's Amnesia.
Where did Chris get amnesia?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm actually thinking about that.
I'm pretty
now.
sure he knew who the fuck he was.
Chris always known who he was. Chris never forgotten who he was. Chris never forgot anything.
He was just an asshole.
Chris hasn't forgotten about anything, actually. Like, yeah, when he lost his team, he was drinking, and he tried to forget it all, but he didn't forget it all. He was running away from the problem, which gave him a drinking problem, which pushed him further towards revenge. So I can't really call that amnesia, because like amnesia would have to have something that actually happened to Chris, where he actually loses memory of who he is and everything about himself, as well as the events that he'd been through. But instead, he was trying to forget about the team that he lost on a mission, which is kind of different than actually just moving this over or something, because I don't know if it's actually getting me as well as it's getting you. But yeah, trying to forget how you lost your team, and that's not amnesia. That's like running away from your problems, which is what Chris tried to do in Resident Evil 6, but Pierce came and he was just like, you're gonna have to remember all this shit. You can't run away from your problems all the time. And then Chris is kind of like manned up and accepted what happened. So I don't really call that amnesia. Like amnesia would have to be like actually having a head injury that would cause you to forget everything about yourself and so on and so forth. That's not what happened.
Fuck!
R.I.P. That's what you get for fucking around with Lisa. But the Ada co-op in Resident Evil 6 was so stupid. Why did she have that? That's my first question. It's like, why did she have that in the first place? I'm not too sure, like, why she had that in the first place. And also, like, Wesker overrated? Wesker? One of the greatest video game villains of all time? Overrated? That's like saying Kefka's overrated, who's also one of the greatest villains of all time in video game history. Like, Wesker isn't overrated. In fact, Wesker might be...
I need something in here, Dodo.
No, it's in the other room.
Okay.
Wesker is easily hands down top 5 best villains of all time. Best villains of all time. Because he's such a memorable character. Like, being memorable and being loved by majority of the gaming community, box, doesn't mean that you're overrated. It means that you're just a very well-made character, which is what Wesker was. Like, Wesker was just that well done as a character. You're just a swap man, which comes from nowhere after every cutscene. Yeah, it's kind of like, is that supposed to be Hunk? No, that can't be Hunk. I don't remember like what he actually looked like. But I was also kind of confused by that. I was like, why did Ada get a co-op partner? Like, I understand why from like a co-op perspective. It's just like, all right, Ada doesn't have a partner, so we got to give her a partner. But like, why was it just a SWAT dude from like the time when Umbrella was actually around? You know, like, I don't understand. Who you would think is the greatest villain in video games? Probably Kefka, hands down. Probably Kefka would be my #1 best villain of all time in video game history. And it's because of the shit that he does. You don't need the other crank, by the way. Not anymore. It's because of the shit that Kefka does that makes him such a good villain that is ridiculous. Like, we're talking about a guy that dresses up as a clown, that is insane as all fucking hell.
Need both of these right now, right?
No. Need the other one for that one so you can actually go fight Lisa. Which is you don't have it yet.
Oh.
Because you already put it into the wall so you can get to this area.
Oh, yeah. I'm fucking tweaking, like...
So, like, Kefka literally goes and poisons an entire fucking kingdom. An entire kingdom just because. Just because. Like, are you what? What? And that laugh is so iconic and memorable. Like, everything about Kefka is so fucking good. What's up, Ender? Yo, what's up, Jangalo? Jangle? Who the hell is this calling? Go away. So yeah, Kefka would be number one for me. Free. Easy. And it's just like you don't forget a villain that goes around destroying the entire world, succeeding in everything that he wanted to do, and then dying after he succeeded. Like, I kind of feel like there's so few villains in the first place that succeed in what they was actually going out to do in the first place, that Kefka alone is one of those elite villains that actually went out, did what he wanted to do, succeeded in what he wanted to do, and then later got killed after he got everything that he wanted. It was never explained on how he lost the team. They died on a mission. I mean,
he fucked up.
I don't really think there's more of an explanation that's really needed for that one, because they died on a mission with Chris being the leader, and Chris felt that was a failure, and he wanted to forget that problem specifically, which isn't amnesia. It's just
repressive memory.
Yeah, you're trying to repress the memories that happened, which is kind of why Chris wasn't on any mission during that time, which is presumably after, I would like to say after Revelations, but Revelations was like between 4 and 5. So it would literally have to be directly after 5 and before 6. And there is no game that fits in between 5 and 6. Revelations 2 comes after 6. So there's that. So yeah, you gotta put those things in the main hallway. Alright, coolio. But yeah, it's just one of those things. That you just want to repress those memories. Like, I don't really feel like they need to explain or show more than Chris was leading the team, they died on the mission, and he wants to forget it, in terms of like furthering his character development. Where's Resident Evil boss?
Yar. Yard.
I'll probably have to say Resident Evil 4 Sattler. I think Sattler was kind of like, I mean, let's be honest. At that time, Wesker was still the fuck alive. It's like, who are we gonna have some mastermind come in and replace Wesker? It's not fucking happening. And Sattler, you're a small time. You're a small time.
Excuse me.
But I would say he's like in my top 5 worst bosses. Because I kind of feel like as a mastermind, he just wasn't really that amazing of a character because of Wesker. Wesker, I kind of feel like ruins the masterminds of any Resident Evil person ever in existence. So, yeah.
Now I'm gonna change my answer. The most you said the weakest one, right?
Worst.
The twins. Veronica.
You're a bit of a mess up.
The twins are
Chris,
kind of...
take a piece of the action.
They are kind of bad. Just push those things off. They are definitely not that great. Wesker, shoot! Thank you, Wesker. So yeah. You guys from EUA? Is that supposed to be East United States of America? I'm not too sure what EUA is, but no, we're from Midwest, other states.
Wow, I shot the bitch off.
Well, I think the greatest villain is Arthur's. Is it Arthur's or Arthur's? I can't remember how you properly pronounce it.
Bro, I actually shot her the fuck off.
You can do that.
I know I can do that.
But I think.
Oh shit! I'm supposed to go talk to Wesker, right? Not really.
You can, but not really. Oh, you do need those medals now, by the way.
Shit. Okay, I gotta go back upstairs.
Yeah. I agree that he
I'll
would be
investigate
in
this
my
area.
top 5.
A little
Ultra
further.
violence. I would agree. He would be in my top 5 free because I know the story behind him.
Who?
The Lich King in World of Warcraft, basically. I know his story. I know his descent into madness. I never played World of Warcraft, but I know that story specifically because it's the story that everyone likes. Like, when you think of World of Warcraft, I kind of feel like that's the character you kind of think of and his descent into madness and becoming the Lich King. So, yeah. If I remember correctly, he becomes the Lich King. Because I know that his descent... Yeah, he does. Actually, yeah, he does. So, that's the character that I would say is in my top 5. Just because of his descent into madness is ridiculously well done. Like, it's so well done that it's kind of surprising that Blizzard could make a story that good. Because I don't really think Blizzard is really that great at making stories and shit like that. I'm just gonna say it out there. I'm gonna put it all out there in the market. You don't need to MO this right now. You can just grab that when you actually get back in. When you actually get into the facility itself, and then you can put it in. But you don't need it exactly right now. And then Wesker will be 3rd on my top 5. So it'll be Kefka, Arthur, Aethes, or I think it's Aethes. Arthes? Can't remember how you fucking pronounce his name correctly. But him and then Wesker. And then 4 and 5, I don't know who I'll put in 4 and 5. I think there's just so many options. It's like villains that I personally like that I don't know if I can put them in 4 and 5 in top 5. Because I know Sephiroth is nowhere near on that list. Not even close to being on that list. Like, Sephiroth is probably like 100th on my top 100. And matter of fact, he'll probably be bumped down to like 101. So he wouldn't even be in my top 100. If I had like a top 100 best villains, Sephiroth wouldn't even be there. So, yeah. That's all I got. Maybe, maybe William Birkin, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if I would put him in top 5. Actually. Damn, that's really hard, like, to get a good top 5 of villains, because there's just so many good villains out there. What would be your top 5, Rick?
I gotta think about that.
Like, I never fully thought about, like, top 5. I always thought about, like, top 3, because top 3 is, like, so much easier to do. It's so much easier to do compared to, like, top 5 and bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you again. That's what I was waiting for. I kind of feel like when it comes down to the top 5, like, things get a little bit more complicated because then you like have like a bunch of other villains that you want to put, or like a bunch of other things that you want to put in top 5, and then you kind of think of it and you're just like, I'm not too sure if I would put it in top 5 like I would want to. What about Joker from Batman games? I kind of feel like if I didn't look at video games only, I'll have the Joker in top 5. I kind of feel we haven't really...
I'll pick my shotgun back up when I get more ammo.
I think it's mainly because of like we haven't had like every Joker that we have had in the comics. It's kind of like the same old Joker that we always been getting. Especially in the Arkham games, like it hasn't been like we never got to like the Killing Joke Joker, or like the Joker when he had like that fancy business suit on and stuff like that. We never got like those different versions of the Joker in gaming compared to like the comics itself. So I don't know if I'll put him in top 5 for video games based off like I don't think it would be fair to just base it off of like what he did in the comics and kind of just like put that in there and make him the top 5 in video games. Let's see. Maybe the villain from Final Fantasy 12? He's a pretty good villain.
Shit, I missed the room I was supposed to go to.
No, you was going the right way. Because you don't have any of those rooms unlocked, so you have to unlock those rooms. Damn, I really can't think of like who I'll put else in my like 4th and 5th spot. I have to like actually think about that, and I'll get to you. I'll get back to you guys on that one, you know. 'Cause I don't know right now. It'll be easier to be like top 5. What's your top 5 favorite heroes? Like, you know what? That's super easy. My top 5 heroes of all time would be starting off with Jill. You know what I'm saying? The classic, the first waifu of all time. I would start with Jill. And then I'll start with after Jill, I have to say Squall, obviously. Like obviously, come on guys, let's be real here. Alright, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I'll probably say
What the fuck's the login?
John and then Ada. So John, Ada, John.
I'll put Cell for the
You
password.
fucked up. And third, I have to say Cosmos from the Xenosaga. I mean the Xenosaga series. And then Yuri from the Shadow Heart series. And then finally Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. So that would be my top 5.
Cell, right?
Yeah. That would be my top 5. So easy, so free, right? But then we get to the villains. I'm just like, damn, I don't know. After the first 3, it's like, who'll be 4th and 5th? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do there? Like, what am I supposed to do there? Because there's so many good villains to me personally that I just wouldn't know where to put them in top 5. Like, it'd just be too hard after 4th and, after, the 3rd one. So, it's so much easier to do the heroes. So much easier to do them. Yeah, that's right. Get that flash grenade. They should have just gave him a grenade. But whatever. Still works. Still blows off their heads. What about you guys? Like, what are you guys like top 5 heroes and villains? If you guys have any, of course. Like, if you guys have any, that's
my
in
bad,
video
guys.
games.
Like, I'm not talking that shit. 'Cause I'm kind of thinking about what the fuck I had to do in this game with like my list for heroes and villains.
Yeah, Red's trying to think of like what to do in the game. I'm just like, I get to chill, relax, and not worry about shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the best part. Especially considering how I already beat this in like 2 hours. Like, yeah, I'm not even bragging or nothing, but I bodied this game. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours and 22 minutes, free. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing too hard for me to do. Super easy. 70 hours into the game, and it shows. No, I'm just playing. Oh. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I can try to do a top 5, but like top 5 games overall, that shit is hard, man. That's hard. Like that's hella hard. Squall is the main character from Final Fantasy VIII. The Lich King story? Nah. We're not going through that whole storyline. Fuck that. Cause that's a lot of shit that happened. You're better off just literally reading up on the character itself, honestly. top villains from movies.
That's fucking crazy. Oh, this is why I learned the password and shit, right?
Yeah. Top villains from movies. Are we included like animated movies as well? Like, you know, Disney stuff, anime stuff, so on and so forth. Like, are we
Damn, 2?
Are we talking about those guys too?
Fuck.
Well, that's what happens when you miss your shot, buddy, old boy. Because if we're talking about those, then it'll make it a little bit easier. But I'll start off with saying Magneto. Magneto is definitely one of them.
Is this door the other?
You can go upstairs now, by the way.
Oh.
Damn, man, that's actually hard. That's actually hard. Damn, I know Magneto is definitely number one for me because X-Men is just it's godlike. It's godlike.
Ajax. I'm like. I mean Francis.
If we're gonna add in like animated movies, Tetsuo from Akira would be up there.
8426?
8462, if I remember correctly. Shit. After those two, who would I put after those two? Maybe you know what? The Joker. Yeah. I almost completely fucking forgot about the Batman movies. Like all of them overall. Joker would definitely be top 3 free. You don't need to do any of that. You need to pick up that key that's behind you though. The one that you don't have room for. The one that you have room for. You know, you just could have put that into that set of herbs there. Yeah. Congratulations. You placed yourself. That's not bad. That's not bad, Joy. That's not bad, Joy. That's pretty good. But after the Joker,
You nasty son of a bitch.
after the Joker, it's kind of like there are villains that I would want to put up there, but they was just complete ass. So let's see. Outside of like Marvel and DC, I don't know. I don't have anyone after those first 3 that I would like actually like that much. Cause like Heath Ledger played the shit out of the Joker. He played the Joker so damn good that if he was still alive, I would still not like him personally as the Joker. Like I would see him and be like, "Yo, you're the Joker. I'm calling in Batman. You're going to jail. You're getting arrested today." But then again, if we were to add like anime movies as well, I kind of feel like I have more options there, which would be like Cell, Broly. Let's see, the homunculus from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Father.
No, he wasn't in any of the movies, though. Unfortunately.
Oh, this movies?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
The homunculus from like Fullmetal Alchemist.